up, number 2? Whoever just joined. I think there's a lag in footage, and we shall see in just a minute. Alright, well, we got 4 so far. One of them's me watching myself so I can watch the comments. Now we're back down to 2. We got 5 so far. 4 so far. One of them's me watching myself so I can watch the comments. Now we're back down to 2. Who's number 2? Give me a shout out. Who's number 2? Let me know who's here. Now there's nobody here. What's up, Rob? How we doing? We'll see how this goes. I'm looking for 10 people. I don't know if you watched this when I tried doing this last week. YouTube is a tough beast or a tough nut to crack. I just don't think people surf YouTube looking for things to watch. I'd rather do this on Instagram, but if you follow my Instagram, you know that I was banned for telling criminals they should get their asses beat. So I can't do live videos on Instagram. So we're here. I'd rather do it on YouTube, but I just don't have the following it would take to pull this off, I think. But we'll see. All right, now I got a few people here. To Mike, yes, you are allowed to drink. Well, I was going to, but I figured for the first one around, I probably should keep it tight. You can do it. You can do whatever you want. I don't know what SM savvy is. S&M, unless you're into S&M, and I'm not into that. I can't help you with that. Ah, social media. See, I think we're both on the same page. Let's see. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 people. What's weird is it's not telling me how many people are actually here. I wonder if it does on this one. Hang on. Too hard. Instagram is not down. I'm down. Yes, I am still banned from posting live videos on Instagram. I tried again today just to see what would happen. I would rather do it on YouTube. There's potential there to, if it were to actually take off, you could have, you could monetize it, and then I could have better prizes. I can't do that on Instagram, but Instagram is obviously much easier to use, much more conducive to this format, and you can obviously pick people up that are surfing and be able to watch it. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so I have 6 watching, 5 really. I'm one of them. So the way this is going to work out, I'll give you the rundown, and even if we don't, there's enough people here that I'll play. That way everybody gets a shot here. So I'm going to ask general trivia questions. Whoever gets the answer correct first, fastest, they will move on to the next round. So there'll be the first 5 move on to the next round, and then the 5 will be broken down to 3, then the 3 will be broken down to 2, and then whoever wins out of those 2, they will get the prize. Their choice, either $50 cash or $65 credit to the shop. The questions are general trivia about music. You don't have to spell correctly, but I do have to understand what you're trying to say. So if it's completely spelled wrong, but I still know what you're trying to say, then you'll get it. However, there is one caveat on that. There are questions that are song lyrics, finish the song lyrics, and those must be precise. The spelling can be wrong, but they must be precise. I mean, I don't know how it would not be precise, other than like if you use the number 2 for T-O or T-O-O, that's fine, but lyrics must be correct. Again, it's general trivia, so some of them are easy, some of them are hard, some of them are going to be easier for you, some of them are going to be harder for other people, depending on who's there. I'll wait 2 more minutes and then we'll give it a shot. This actually is going to be pretty easy because there is a 20-second delay on this, so it gives me time to catch up while you guys are typing. So that's helpful, and I'm fine with doing it. I mean, even if there's only 6 or 7 people, I'm fine. If you get a shot at winning $50 or $65, I'm totally fine with it. So. The only with the prizes you must. It looks like most of these. I think everybody here are my regulars or regular customers for Spatula City. If you want gift certificates, at some point I will be doing actual records. You can have cash, you can have a gift certificate, or you can have the record, and I will ship it out to you for free. In order to get the record or in order to get the gift certificate, you must be inside the United States, because as you know, we don't ship outside the United States, but anybody can play anywhere and win the cash. So in order to win the cash, you must have a PayPal or a Zelle account, or I don't have the other one, which is, I don't remember what it is. I don't have it, but I have Zelle and I have PayPal, so those are the 2 that I accept. Pretty much everybody has a PayPal account. We have, looks like one more person. I don't know who the 7th is that just joined us. We're getting close. I'm going to give it a shot. Like I said, I'm going to give it like 2 more minutes, and then we'll start playing and see how it goes. This will be a test for everybody. So hopefully somebody will run the line and get the $50 or the 65. Up to 8, so 7 people right now. So this is Spatula City, in case you were wondering what Spatula City looks like. I'll give you a tour real fast if you haven't been here. This is that's all of our inventory. All the tags sticking out are, so if you order from Spatula City and you are seeing next to your records you're buying, you see U56, that means it's in U56. There's U55, U56, U50. Let's do it on here, it's a little easier. So this is U76. And then we went into WA, which is Weird Al. Weird Al 1, Weird Al 2, Weird Al 3, Weird Al 4. So that's how we number. That's why people are always asking if they can come into Spatula City and shop. And I say no, because our records are not, they're alphabetized in each one of those sections, but they are not, they're not by genre, they're not by anything. And if you came in here and screwed up our inventory, it would take me a year to put this all back. So this is all Spatula City 2, and then there's Spatula City over there as well. Who's ready to start? Who wants to play? Who wants to do some live trivia? Nobody? All right. Okay. Where do I want to start? Start with an easy one. Michael Jackson. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is there are no incorrect answers. So if you think you know what the answer is before the question is finished, and some of these I might drag out the question so you don't know what the question is, fire away. There's no wrong answers, but it's just the time that it takes you to type. All right, so here we go. Arguably, and not even arguably, it is one of the greatest selling records of all time, Michael Jackson's Thriller. Who wrote the guitar riff for Beat It? Rob Beaton gets the first question. It is Eddie Van Halen. Rob is moving on to round 2. Rob, you could play the rest of them. I'm just not going to count your answers. Music, Mike, you're a little short. Continuing with the Eddie Van Halen and Van Halen reference, who financed Van Halen's first demo? Michael Gaylor gets it with Gene Simmons. I don't know if he actually knew that or if he was just playing off of Rob Beaton's. I assume everybody can see the chats, which is totally fine. I really don't care. Again, this is test run, so we'll see. I may have to change some things. The Rolling Stones appeared on a TV show while on their very first U.S. tour. Name the TV show. Rob, I don't know. I'm looking at this for people that are answering the question. Rob, to answer your question, he asked, should he not answer since he's already going into the second round because he wants to make it fun for all. I'm trying to look at this as, let's say we got to a point where there are 1,000 people playing. People are going to be shouting out answers. And at the same time, I would hopefully at that point, out of 1,000 people, at least 2 people would have the answers quick. Obviously, in the small format, you know what you're doing, so you'll know it. And to everybody that's playing so far, it is not Ed Sullivan. So I don't care if you continue to answer, because then even if somebody is, I would assume that some people are probably have Google in the background, are trying to Google these questions, which is fine. I don't really care, because you have to Google faster than the person that already knows the question. And so the same point is if somebody already types the correct answer and they're already in round 2, somebody has to be paying attention to what's going on in the live chat and then type it again, and then you have to be faster than the guy behind him. Again, the answer is not Ed Sullivan. I threw this one in here because I was kind of shocked at this one. Not the Hollywood Palace. I don't know if that was a variety show or not. No. I probably should have something here to do this. Johnny Carson show is incorrect, but it's getting closer. Weird. I just Googled it, and they're saying Ed Sullivan, but that's not the answer that I had. I think the difference is because it's while it was on their first U.S. tour. I'm gonna give it to Nathan. I'm gonna have to double check. So again, this is kind of a tense run, so I'm gonna have to double check and triple check these, make sure these. The answer that I was looking for was the Dean Martin Variety Show. So I'll have to look it up. I don't have. Hang on, Okay, so first round we have Nathan, Mike, and Rob are moving on to the second round. This is a timely with the new Elvis movie. How many encores did Elvis Presley normally do on a show? Oh, Hollywood Palace was the Dean Martin show? All right. I will move Nicholas into the final round too. Doesn't matter because I think we're going to get everybody in here anyway. Alex got it correct first. Elvis never did an encore. Once he left the stage, he left the stage. Elvis has left the stage. So that goes to Alex. But I said I'm going to move Nicholas over because he actually had the Hollywood Palace, which I didn't realize was the correct answer. So I'm going to do one more question for round one. We'll do 6 and then we'll cut it down to 3. This is a question that is near and dear to my heart because if you don't know who she is, you really should know who she is. Who is known as the godmother or grandmother of rock and roll? Hart got it. Hart, I don't know who your name is, but give me a name. It was Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Okay, so we got our 6. Rob, Mike, Nathan, Nicholas, Alex, and Hart are moving on to the next round. I'm taking 3, so it's down from 6 to 3 to finish off this page. Tom Walls. Well, it's a good thing you're here. You'll learn something. Let's continue on. Okay, this is a pretty easy one for the next round. The Doors got their name from a book. What is the name of that book, and what's the author of that book? Who is the author of that book? Again, this is round 2. Nicholas DeMarco got it first. Mike came in with Doors of Perception, but it's not Blake. It's Aldous Huxley. It's Aldous Huxley, you knob. Just kidding. Mike's a friend of mine. I can call him a knob. I think everybody Googled that. Which, you think everybody Googled what? The Doors of Perception or Sister Rosetta Tharpe? Sister Rosetta, if you had to Google Sister Rosetta Tharpe, you need to do some research on Sister Rosetta Tharpe. She really is rock and roll. If you listen to any sort of rock and roll from the 50s forward, you can thank Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Oh, The Doors? Oh, I knew that. I didn't think that was particularly hard. It's not a very good book. It's Aldous Huxley, so. All right, moving on. We're looking for 2 more people in round 2. Couldn't even type the question. The lead singer of Guns N' Roses. His name is Axl Rose. That is an anagram for what? This is going to be a Google one, I suspect. Mike, I was asking for the book, not the poem. Axl Rose is an anagram for what? If you don't know what an anagram is if you scramble the letters of one thing, it makes up another thing. This one I did not know, and I'm a pretty big Guns N' Roses fan. Is this one a stumper? Are we having issues with the Google? Ex Loris is not what I'm looking for. When you hear it, you're going to be like, oh, that makes total sense. Ex Loris means of the wash, I believe, in Latin. I'm not sure that I would consider anything that Axl did to be near a wash, except for maybe washed up. And I didn't say he's washed up because they're still touring and doing well. I don't think his singing has gotten any better. It certainly wasn't great in the 80s and 90s. Nobody can figure this one out. This is amazing. I gotta make sure I have enough questions. I'm going to give this one another 10 seconds. If nobody's got it, we're moving on. 8, 7, 6, 5. Boy, you're getting close. You're getting so close. Alex M put Sorlax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can't find it on the internet either. Well, now the 10 people that are watching can now carry this forward with them. Axl Rose is an anagram for oral sex. Oral sex. soul racked roll sax. No. Oogie doogie. What is this? What is the real name of Freddie Mercury? What is Freddie Mercury's real name? Alex, don't make me try to go through here and figure out if you actually said that. You did say that. Mike Gaylor got it first. It's Farak Bulsara, if I didn't butcher that. Farak Bulsara. How many different instruments did Prince play on his debut album? How many different instruments did Prince play on his debut album? And the correct answer is not all of them, but it's probably pretty close. This is for the last slot in round 2. It's not 12. Heart's getting close with 25, but it's incorrect. Again, there are no incorrect answers. You can answer as many times as you like. Nope. Alex M got it with 27. 27 is the correct number, at least the number that I have. So, that's round 2. Round 2 takes us with Nicholas, Mike, and Alex. Now we're going down to 2. Next 2 correct answers win between Nicholas, Mike, and Alex. Why was Nirvana thrown out of their own record release party for Nevermind? Oh, interesting. This shouldn't. So apparently a lot of people answered oral sex for Axl Rose, but it doesn't come up on the chats because it's texted. Hang on. See, it doesn't. I don't. Does anybody see oral sex? Is that? Do I have a setting off on here? Michael Gaylor moves forward into the round 2 with Food Fight. Nicholas is right behind him. Real fast, can anybody see? Could you scroll through and see the oral sex in the comments? Because I don't see it, and I changed my chats. That explains why Alex said they said it, but I have a lot of people that said they typed it in, but it wouldn't go through, or it went through, but it won't post it. That's good to know. Yeah, and nobody else can see it either. So okay. So Mike's into round 3. We got one more spot. Last question for round 2. This should be fairly easy. Fingers on the buttons. What is your name? No, sorry, wrong one. What is your favorite color? No. What is the name of the airplane Buddy Holly last flew in? I didn't know this, but it makes a whole lot of sense. That might be correct as the type of plane it was. I'm looking for the name. It had an actual name. The SS Minnow is a nice touch. Titanic. Oh, too soon? Yeah. Nick got it. It's the American Pie. Okay, so this is the last round for the last 2 people. This is Mike and Nick. Last question. Yeah, this is a good one. All right, so I absolutely loved Seinfeld. I thought it was a pretty good TV show. I was a big fan of the guy next door, Kramer. I thought he was a good standalone character. I was also a big fan of the interaction between Newman and Jerry. Jerry's his name. My question is, what happened to Jerry when he had one too many cold beers one night? Once again, what happened to Jerry when he had one too many cold beers one night? If you're sitting there going, what the are you talking about? These are song lyrics, and they have to be correct. You either know this or you don't know this, I suspect. And I suspect it's also going to be difficult to Google because I phrased it in the I pulled a Jeopardy and phrased it in the form of a question. Nicholas got it. I just wanted the end of it, but he had one too many cold beers one night and he wrapped himself around a telephone pole. Go! It's Jerry Was a Race Car Driver by Primus. Nicholas, you won it. You have an account on Spatula City, so you could take $50 to your PayPal or Zelle account, or you can do $65 worth of shop credit. It do not matter to me. Mike, you're a little short on that one, but thank you for playing. Nick, let me know how you want to, which one you want, $50 cash or $65 shop credit. Everybody give Nicholas a big round of applause. You're very welcome, Nicholas. I appreciate everybody. We ended up with 12 or 13 people watching, so there's people in the background. So I'll continue to do it. I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. It goes pretty fast. We've only been here half an hour, which is perfect. If we went on time, it would be about that. So Nicholas, I'll send you an email, and then you can decide. Think about it. Let me know what you want: $50 cash or 65 store credit. As always, Spatula City Records. We are here for you, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Feel free to shop in your underpants, or no underpants, or put your underpants on your head like I do. I'm just kidding. Buy 9 records, get 1 free. And all of our records are ultrasonically cleaned and free shipping on orders of $50 or more. As always, thank you so much. I'll see you here next week, 5 o'clock, same time. Boom.